Namaha. Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Today, a very, very interesting mantra. You will be amazed to listen to this mantra and the explanation of it. This is the fifth mantra of Íśopanișad. Very, very important mantra. Tade jati tanne jati. Chant after me, okay? Tade jati tanne jati. Taddure tadvantike. Taddure tadvantike. Tadantarasya sarvasya. Tadantarasya sarvasya. Tadu sarvasyasya bahyataha. Tadu sarvasyasya bahyataha. Together. Tade jati tanne jati. Taddure tadvantike. Tadantarasya sarvasya. Tadu sarvasyasya bahyataha. It's all about the Atma. Beautiful. I'm going to explore this mantra. Tat means Atma, it, that. Ejati. We are very familiar with that word ejati. Because in just previous mantra, Bhagavan told, Anijadikam manaso javiyaha. Can you remember the mantra? Naina deva apnuvan purvamarshata tadhavatonnyan atyeti tishtata tasmin napo matarishva dadhati. Here also, there it was told in fourth mantra, Anijat ekam. Here, Upanishadic Rishi has tried Tade jati tanne jati. So tat means it, means Atma. Ejati, ejri dhatu, ejri kampane, chalane. Means ejati moves. At the same time, it is telling tat na ejati. Atma doesn't move. First told, Atma moves. Tat ejati. Tat na ejati. Atma doesn't move. Tad dure. Atma is very, very far. Tat Atma, U means verily. Antike, near. Verily. So, Atma is verily near. Tad U Antike. Who did the Sanskrit course with us for 12 days, I think you can remember one sutra. Echo yava yavaha. What does it mean? Na Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, sorry, Upanishadic Rishi used that sandhi. U and A becomes Va. So in mantra, what we see? Tadvantike means Tad U Antike. When we join them, Tadvantike. Clear? So, tad u antike. So it is very far. Atma is very, very far. And Atma is very near. Tad antaha. It is inside. Antaha means inside. Asya, of this. Means it is my inner self, your inner self. It is the inner self of all creatures, all beings. Sarvasya, all. And at the same time, tat u sarvasya asya bahyata. It is verily outside of everything. What a contradictory mantra. The Atma moves. At the same time, Atma doesn't move. Atma is very far. At the same time, Atma is very linear. Atma is within all this. And it is also outside all this. Who follows the mantra, who studies the mantras, who analyzes it, who does analysis of it, he can understand that in previous mantra also, the same concept was there. It is like the shadow or more explanation. You know, that is the act of the Acharya. Sometimes they repeat one thing to create great import of the ideology. In Sri Ramakrishna Kathamrita, it is there. If anyone reads the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, or in Hindi, Vachanamrita, in Bengali, Sri Ramakrishna Kathamrita, there one place it is there, Sri Ramakrishna's Sevaka, who used to serve Sri Ramakrishna, his own nephew, Hridayaram. So he always used to imitate Sri Ramakrishna, and he thought, that is the problem in many places, mainly where is the organization like Ramakrishna Mission or like that. There, when someone appoints as a guru, generally his sevaka is not his own disciple. Because everyone has not that capacity to see, to invent the Guru Shakti, Devatva in Guru. That is why forcefully the organization makes a distance. Because once a year, once a month, we go and we prostrate gurus. They are far. Yes, he is God. But when you will live with a person 24/7, and you will see what I am eating, he is also eating in the same manner with right hand, unless and until he is or she is left-hander. Same clothes. So what is the difference between me and the Guru? Why I am serving him? That sort of conflict suddenly comes. That is Maya in spiritual life. It happens. I have seen also. Even in any mission. To stay near Guru, our special sort of mental makeup is needed. That he is my God alone. My beloved God has graced me by taking this form of my Guru. This buddhi is the rarest buddhi. And when Guru starts scolding, so in what point we started this discussion? Because this is the repetition. And Sri Ramakrishna's Vachanamrit, almost every pages, after 2-3 pages, you will get the same teachings, same teachings. So, Hridayaram once told, Mama, তুমি তো সেই একই কথা রোজ বলছো। ঠাকুর বললেন, দু শালা, আমি আমার কথা রোজ বলবো, বারবার বলবো, তাতে তোর কি? Sevaka, who used to serve, he asked that, don't you have any new stock? Every day, almost every day, you preach the same thing, same word, same story. So Ramakrishna told, how do you know? What is the impact of that? Now we think about the advertisement technology. Suppose one brand, suppose Horlicks, day and night, whatever channel you open up in television, Horlicks, 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 Horlicks. So whenever you will go to the shop, you have no choice actually. That has precipitated in your mind. You will just go, you will never ask that, give me a good health drink. No, hey, give me a jar of Horlicks. Upanishad has started this method very earlier. In 4th mantra, we see the same thing. Here it is just the elaboration. The idea of last mantra is repeated here to make it more elaborately clear. As I said earlier, the attempt of the Guru or Master is only to make his students understand the vital fact that Supreme Consciousness, Paramatma, Chaitanya, is all pervading. It is to introduce us to the entire significance of the term all pervading and to facilitate for us in experiencing the hidden import, the pregnant import of the term that the teacher is repeatedly giving different phrases to convey the same idea. It moves, Atma moves, yes. How do you know that? You know, in village, in city also it was there. I had seen in my childhood. But nowadays it is only in village. A lot of plantain, banana tree. So their shape is like that. An Indian woman in Bengal, rural Bengal, they generally cover up their head like that. So in the semi-dark place where moonlight is there and the shadow is clear, as if not only shadow, some dark, as if one woman is there and she is nodding. And people started telling there is ghost, ghost, ghost. And then coloring started. I have seen white clothes she was wearing. And there was fingers like big, big nails, no false neck. And afterwards, version will be changed, revised version. Someone told, yes, the nails were totally with the nail polished. Afterwards, version will tell, yes, I have clearly seen there were nail arts. Goes on, goes on, goes on. The ghost shows science with its wizardly hands and with its horrid face, grinds at the deluded. Actually, with the delusion, we see that. Mostly, whoever tells the story of the ghost, if you ask them, have you seen? I have heard. And it's like Ananta, like Veda. You will never find who has told it. Means first, who has seen it. It's a tradition. And everyone says, yes, I have heard, I have heard, I have. You can't find the source. But if you see that is the coloring. So the thing is, but the post means, Gurudev used that word, appearance of ghost on a post, light post or any post. The post which is the reality behind the ghost vision at dusk, that never moves. The pure awareness or the pure consciousness, the pure Chaitanya, Shuddha Chaitanya, means the life principle in all beings. In its all-pervading, essential nature, neither moves nor acts. Established in its own glory, it reveals in its own existence. But the samsara means the matter world, it's vibrant with the touch of life, flutters and trembles, sighs and sobs, moves and acts, accomplishes and enjoys. That is the nature of the samsara. With reference to the waves, the ocean is trembled, dancing, surging, seething, heaving, roaring, so on. From the standpoint of the waves, clear? But in its own true nature, if we consider from the standpoint of the ocean is not the waves alone. It is tranquil and peaceful. It is motionless and majestic in its own depthless calmness and serenity. So too, life as such, the Atma in its all-pervading nature is motionless. It neither acts nor works. with reference to the matter from the standpoint of the world, from the standpoint of the samsara or world or matter, means matter envelopments around it. Life can be defined as thinking, feeling, acting, and so on. The boat moves, but never the lake. Jnani in Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, in his Gita Bhashya, is clearly told. In Bhagavad Gita, we will find the same idea. In karma, Jnani see akarma in karma. Jnani sees worklessness in every work, and akarmani karma darshan. In worklessness, the realized soul sees work. How? Sitting in a train that has halted at a station, the traveler looks out through the window at a moving train on parallel lines, okay, and feels that his own train is moving, isn't it? Suppose in a station we are stationary, and suppose very empty station. In another side, or just in a parallel line, because station is one side, another side lines are there. If in that line any train starts moving, what is our feeling? Though we are in the stationary position, but our feeling is as if we are moving, isn't it? With reference to a moving factor, in opposite, I'm telling, with the reference to a moving factor, the motionless would look as though moving, though itself is motionless and still. When viewed from the deck of a moving boat or moving train, the trees on the banks are seen moving, or when we move through a train, sitting in a train, we clearly see as if the outside world is moving and as if we are motionless. Perceptions are always relative. Similarly, viewing the motionless spirit or Atma of life from and through the world of agitations in matter, the Atma itself looks as though it moves. And yet, in its real nature, it doesn't move. It is distant and it is very near. This alone can be the definition of all pervading. Suppose the world is pervaded in the world, the land. For our benefit, we have divided it virtually, then physically, and we named it India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Canada, USA. If you consider India, India is not only here or not in Delhi or Kolkata alone. It is there in Cape Comorin. It is there in Canada. In Mumbai also. So the country, Cape Comorin in India, means Kanyakumari. In Mumbai also. The country called India is all pervading. As far as the frontiers of this country are concerned, similarly, the pure consciousness, Shuddha Chaitanya, the supreme reality, being all pervading, it is at once near and the most distant. India means the whole country, na? Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi, Gujarat, Assam, Punjab, Haryana. But who made it? We made it for the political reason, for the administration, betterment of the administration. But it's a different part. But in reality, India is a one country. For those who have the qualification of both the head and the heart necessary for the correct discrimination, who are viveki, between matter and Atma, Chaitanya, Jada and Chaitanya. And for those who have the necessary spiritual thirst and divine energy to pursue the path of seeking through tireless meditation, to them the self is the nearest, occupying the center of their own individualized personality. Nothing is, in fact, so near to us as our own self. But to others, the reality is indeed very far from their realization. Think about Swami Vivekananda's first question to Sri Ramakrishna. Have you seen God? Can you show me? So as a student, as a seeker, the God principle or the God was personified, and it is far away. It's different from me. That is why he asked, তুমি ঈশ্বরকে দেখেছো? তুমি কি আমায় দেখাতে পারো? Have you seen God? Can you show me? See the answer of a realized soul. Sri Ramakrishna told, হ্যাঁ রে, আমি তাকে দেখেছি, আমি তাকে দেখি। এই আমি যেমন তোকে দেখছি, তার চেয়েও অনেক বেশি পরিষ্কার, স্পষ্ট। Sri Ramakrishna's speaking style was very formally. That yes, I have seen him. I see God every day, every moment, more clearer than what, as if I am seeing you. If you don't study Vedanta, I'm telling about the Ramakrishna followers also. Without studying Vedanta, Ramakrishna cannot be understood. Nobody knows what is the impact of this word. হ্যাঁ রে, তোর চেয়েও বেশি পরিষ্কার করে দেখি means aparokshanubhuti. Always direct experience in the pitch dark, in the new moon night, Amavasya Raat, in a dense forest, where we can't see our hand also. We can't see anything else except the darkness. There also, we never think that I am not. I am there. I am the witness of this darkness. That is the meaning of I see more clearer, in a very clearest way. The self is not only to be realized in the center of our own individual life, but it is to be experienced as the same everywhere. Pure consciousness is homogeneous and all pervading. And as such, the self cognized here is the same as the self experienced as reveling there. Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om